Hey everyone, it's Kothis, and it's time to see what is new in Destiny with this week's TWAB. This is a big one, but we will try to get through this as quickly as possible. First off, they address the random bans that have been occurring. Full disclosure, I haven't been laser focused on this issue, but I have seen it pop up quite a bit in Destiny news. However, they did apologize for the false positives that have occurred and let us know that unbans for these will happen, and they should happen within 24 hours, which is nice. It's good to hear that they're addressing this. If you have been banned, they did include a link to unban your account, so make sure you do that. Next, this is the meat of the article. They brought on a few developers to answer some questions about weapons specifically. There are a ton of questions. I can't go over all of them because this video would just be too long. So I want to cover what I feel are the most important ones. But if you do want to check out all of them, make sure you visit the article for yourself. There are quite a bit in there. All right, let's rapid fire these. Full auto was asked about. If you didn't know, next season we are going to have a settings option available to us to convert all semi-automatic weapons into full auto, which is pretty nice. They won't be on by default, so they will be leaving in the full auto mod in the game if you don't want it on every single weapon. So that was a big question that people had. Thankfully, it seems like it's going to be pretty customizable. Exotics that now have full auto will be altered in some way, so I know that was a question that people had, with Traveler's Chosen getting surplus, Vigilance Wing getting ensemble, and No Time to Explain getting Feeding Frenzy. Oh boy, that's about to make it even stronger in Crucible. Wow. All right, big news here. Divinity. Here we go. It's finally getting a nerf. The 30% weaken is now being lowered to 15%, helping debuffs like Tether not be as useless in PvE content anymore. I know this is a very heated topic. What do you guys think? I'm actually pretty curious. Moving on, kinetic weapons are actually being looked at as a full-on damage type. I'm in full support of this. Right now, kinetics are just not as fun as weapons with a damage type that can have a synergy with a build. They don't really add anything. I would love to see more information on this soon. Another good piece of news here. They are finally looking into adept raid weapon viability. Thank God. As it stands now, adept raid weapons are far inferior to the craftable ones you can get from just running the normal raids. Long story short, we will be getting enhanced perks on adept raid weapons with a raid that launches with Lightfall. So this is some really good news. Next up, unfortunately, no current exotics are in the works to receive intrinsic champion effects. I thought that this season's champion exotic reworks like Thunderlord might lead us into another season with more, but I guess it's not time yet for the time being. They also touch on how tougher content will generally give us weapons with better trait pools to work with. Raid origin traits will continue to feel unique and powerful, which is nice. That's how it should be. In Season 19, we will also be getting old raid weapon traits added to non-raid weapons. Weird. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm pumped about this next one. Apparently, weapon traits like the Chill Clip, Incandescent, Repulsor Brace, Volt Shot, all those have opened up a ton of possibilities with even more synergy. This is the beginning, according to them, so I am really looking forward to seeing more of these come to the game. I just love the synergies with weapon and subclass. And on that, more exotics will start to get added to the subclass 3.0 synergies in seasons 20 and 21, so we gotta wait just a little bit for that. Crafted weapons might be getting the double, triple traits in each column at some point in the future, which has mainly been gated by the code. I guess it's pretty difficult to add that to the game. They go into a whole bunch of detail in here, but we don't need to worry about that. If you're ever theorizing that certain weapon traits are weighted more heavily than others, you are actually incorrect. I still have my tinfoil hat on though, because I have yet to find an Unforgiven SMG from Duality that has Repulsor Brace. Not a single one. I have a ton of clears. 26 exotics are going to be looked at in Season 19. Holy cow. Not all of them are going to be major changes, which is fine, but man, I'm excited for Season 19 already. They also talk about reprising Destiny 1 weapons in Destiny 2. It's not as simple as just a copy-paste formula. They actually have to completely rework it. They need to make sure it works in the sandbox in Destiny 2 because Destiny 2 is a lot different than Destiny 1. And they also talk about how raid exotics from Destiny 1 that are already in the game, so think of Outbreak Perfected, will have a new raid exotic in their place. So I guess this means when we get Wrath of the Machine next year, we're going to get something else besides Outbreak Perfected, which I think is kind of cool. They'll also fill in legendary weapons that if there's not enough, I can't think of an example of that right now, but they will basically create new legendary weapons to fill out what is missing. The next few questions, in my opinion, were just kind of small answers, very specific, not super important to cover. But like I said, if you are interested, make sure to check out the TWAB for yourself if you want to know more about that. But I did want to include on screen, these are some buffs, nerfs that you can expect to different weapons, weapon types coming next season. The biggest news, in my opinion, is the 20 perks that are being completely reworked and the 26 exotic weapons, again, that are being reworked or changed. So, seems like next season we could see quite a bit of change to the sandbox. I'm pretty excited. Well, that is another TWAB, big one today, but man, I am excited. Season 19 is looking to be a strong one heading into Lightfall. What are you most excited about? Let me know down in the comments. All right, that is it for me. I will see you in the next video.